Hello everyone and welcome to my morning report analysis videos with me, Richard Perry, market analyst at Hantec on Tuesday the 23rd of April. It's got a fairly quiet open today, nothing too significant in terms of direction. There is still this mild dollar bias that we had developing last week. Last Thursday we had those Eurozone flash PMIs that were pretty disappointing actually, and then you had coupled with that strong US retail sales data which produced this big spike higher in the dollar. It's basically the market's been consolidating that move since then. Obviously we've had the Easter trading period, so fairly quiet throughout that period, but it certainly looks as though that there's been a move higher on treasury yields, and that move higher has been reflected in the yield differentials. Here you can see against the Bund yield, where falling Bund, so the widening spread, which is a fall here, helps to drag euro dollar lower. You can see that the dollar has strengthened on all that. Now what we've seen is across markets today just a slight air of dollar strength coming through still. We've got all these commodity currencies which are weaker, a very slight move to the downside on the euro, a little bit of a bounce back on sterling. I'll talk about the implications of all these moves in my videos later, but also we can see gold, which remains stuck under that old key support 1276 to 1280. That is key for the moves on gold. Also we're looking at oil today. Oil had a big breakout yesterday as the US announced that the waivers on the sanctions from Iran were going to be ending in the beginning of May, so subsequently that has helped to boost the oil price strongly to 6-month highs on the WTI and Brent crude, and certainly that is helping to drive FTSE 100 outperformance today, with the oil majors which are all much stronger on the back of that breakout on oil. But generally markets a little bit mixed. You've got futures on the US which have sort of rolled over a bit. They're a shade higher, now they're a shade lower, and just sort of biding their time really. Not a great deal in the economic calendar, certainly not this morning anyway. And what we have got is new home sales for the US expected to just dip slightly to 650,000. Also you've got Richmond Fed composite at 3 o'clock. That's expected to actually stay at plus 10. And also the Eurozone consumer confidence expected to tick slightly higher, very slight improvement on that consumer confidence for the Eurozone. So takes me to my chart today, which is Euro Kiwi. Now what we are seeing is the Kiwi, which continues to be an underperformer through the majors, and you can see that through Euro Kiwi, which is making pretty decent ground in a recovery now. You can see that through the momentum indicator. 68 on the RSI is the highest on the RSI since all the way back to October, actually, and beyond there. But also MACD lines rising above neutral, stochastics coming higher and pulling into a strong configuration. We've seen the market breaking out above that 66.30 level, which implied a move higher towards 69.70, 169.70, and what we had yesterday was a close above that 68.50 area for the first time. That's a 3-month high now that market is sort of breaking and coming through with. So it really is developing into a nice solid recovery, and it looks like a move towards 71 figure area, which is an old pivot. 71.15, 71 figure area, which is an old pivot and the January highs, and I think that a move towards those levels will be seen now, and I think weakness is a chance to buy. You've got an uptrend that comes in around 67.75 at the moment, and I think what we are going to be seeing is continuation of this recovery now. So looking to buy into weakness on this Euro Kiwi chart as the Kiwi remains under pressure. You can see that through the hourly chart, where you've got strong configuration across the board. Any sort of unwinding moves on the hourly RSI back towards 45 to 50 area seems to be a chance to buy. But MACD lines back to neutral, a chance to buy, and it all is set up pretty positively for continued upside. You've got initial support this morning around the 68.30 area, 68.40. A little bit of a pivot on a near-term basis, as you can see here, and beyond that you're looking down at the breakout level from last week at 67.85. So some decent outlook there on the Euro Kiwi. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you later.